Hello grapplers and welcome to a new video. The first Siberian Express is not really that good. One is 55 frames startup and the other one is 54, but basically once zangief starts running it's gonna be 81. The difference is basically armor and the amount of damage you do. The regular one has 1 hit of armor, the OD one has 2. The regular one is 2700 and the OD one 3000. This is somewhat a niche move. It's only useful in some matches, very specifically Dalsim. If you do manage to get the armor of Siberian Express and Dalsim presses into the Siberian Express, you're gonna just grab them, no matter what. Now let's talk about the close one. The regular one is 28 frames. It deals the same amount of damage as the far Siberian Express. In fact, the oak is also the same. You're plus 29 no matter what Siberian Express you use. The close Siberian Express is 2700 and the startup is 28 frames. While the OD one is again 3000 and 23 frames. This is the fastest of all the Siberian Expresses you have available. As you know, Siberian Express can be cancelled from buttons, but there are a few things the opponent can do in order to stop the Siberian Express. Even on hit, they can press a button, they can backdash, any jump really, and also use reversals like a Shoryuken or a super. The only thing you can beat with Siberian Express if you use certain setups is to beat the 4-framer or a button. That's literally the best you can do. You're not going to be able to beat reversals or jumps. That's just how the move works, or backdashes. On block, without burnout, the most common one is drive rush crouching medium punch into OD Siberian Express. If you do this correctly, you're going to beat 4-framers if the opponent presses a button into the Siberian Express. And that's basically the only one you have without burnout. On hit, you have a few extra options. One is to do a driver's standing light kick. You can go into the OD Siberian Express, or you can go into a driver's crouching medium punch regular Siberian Express. It's worth noting that you can use a standing light kick punish counter into the Siberian Express and get the same effect. Be very careful because only the standing light kick punish counter beats buttons. If you get a counter hit, no combination of Siberian Express or buttons will get you anything. If the opponent is in burnout and they're blocking, you have two options. Driver's standing light kick into OD Siberian Express, or a regular crouching medium punch into, again, OD Siberian Express. There's one way of getting a regular Siberian Express in the corner. You have to get a very specific Smetana dropkick, and then you can go into regular Siberian Express. And this is pretty good because you have the Oki and the damage. This is very difficult to do. This is mostly done if you are spaced and they go for a super, because even Shoryukens push them away from the corner and you won't be able to do something here. With all of that being said, what do you do after landing the Siberian Express? You always have to drive rush, but you have options here. Driver's standing medium punch is a great option due to range and how safe it is. You're likely gonna be between +2, +3 if you get a meaty standing medium punch. You can also drive rush knee. The driver's knee on hit is gonna allow you to go into Hell Stab Lariat. If not, you're gonna be around +6 on block, so you can use that for a frame trap. If you get the hit of this driver's standing medium punch, you can convert to the target combo. Sometimes if they press a button, you can get a counter hit standing medium punch. Therefore, you can go into Hell Stab because that's a driver's standing medium punch. And finally, one of the best options is just to drivers like SPD. Sometimes due to the hitboxes, how they collide with each other, and how zangief sometimes even himself is pushed forwards, you get the Russian suplex when you want the Siberian Express. So far, we have no answer about this, and it's pretty annoying. If this happens to you, you're gonna be open for a huge punish. It is also important to note that there are no midis with the Siberian Express. All those midis are fake. They can always wake up with something. The grab just doesn't work like SPD, for example, or Russian suplex. It's just not how it works. That is Siberian Express. I recommend using it carefully, but you have to use it. It's one of those moves that is hard to master. At least the Oki is good. If you really like this video, please subscribe. Go to the Siberia Lab on Twitch. Hydrate, keep playing grapplers, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.